Gwamnishu might not be an angel, but all the same, does it call for his sacrifice? The answer is no. So far, Gwamnishu is not the coordinator of those KP going on. He's only there to render services and help. I have heard different opinions on what people said about the guy. That's all right. Due to the activities on social media, a lot of people, and I will also make a number available here because I did like to hear your own opinion briefly. But I have also studied this tracking of a thing. I've asked guys who does it and all that, in case when ransom have been paid, or how do they go about it. So I was also enlightened a bit about the activities, the way they do it sometimes, so that the tracking could be successful. And earlier today I called a friend who does tracking those days, so I equally asked him a question because I work close to some of these guys. So I asked the guy, whereby kidnappers kidnapped somebody and the family is about paying their ransom, what will you do to track the location of these kidnappers? I want to quote what this guy told me. He said, number one, the money that they could insert a chips in the money. So when they attach a chip to it, anywhere they take the money to, that it will be easy for him to track them. Hello? I'll get back to you now, no problem. I'm on live broadcast. So, did you get what I'm saying? The guy said that if they want to track you, now what they do is, number one, they will put chip on that money, or they will use a beautiful bag, according to what the guy said. And I believe in this. I've also consulted a friend or a close brother who lives in the United States, and I asked him a question about this. The guy said it is possible. The opinion of the person from the US was quite different from the tracker in Nigeria. Now, the tracker in US said you can insert chip on any money you want to deliver to kidnappers. So far, the money is on cash and not in dollars. That if it is in dollars, it will be difficult because they might know. But this guy explained to me, the guy in the US, his explanation was quite different. So I'm trying to check. I want us to look into what Gwamnishu is actually saying. Let's compare these things, see if they are obtainable. That's why I had to make my own research. And I want to make you to also understand what the guy told me. The person in the US said that if they kidnap your person and they demand for ransom, that it is ideal for you to go and look for new money, mint. This could be the strategy that Gwamnishu doesn't want to let out to the public. So he said that to him, what they do is they will use new money. They might go and look for new money. They might go and look for new money. Then, out of those new monies, this is where they will insert the chips that will direct them to where you are. Now, why would they put it inside, insert it inside the new money, or give you new money? So that those kidnappers, in case even if they miss them there, these kidnappers will have joy to carry that mint to their homes. The moment, because you know how people does with new money. If you go home with mint, you wouldn't want to take all the new monies to the bank. So from what this my brother who lives in the US explained to me today, it is possible that you could give them new money. His own strategy is this. He said, when kidnappers' monies are about to be delivered to kidnappers, what he does is, if it is his idea that the best form of tracking is you give them that money on a mint. While you give them that money on a mint, according to his explanation, you know, US, those military guys in US, or those intelligences in US, the way they operate and the way intelligences operate in Nigeria is not the same. According to him, he said that the chips might look like this. Something like white. What will I pick now to show you? According to him, the thing might look like this white thing, this small white thing here now. So they will attach it to one of the money label. That thing is what will be giving them signal. That thing is what they will be tracking. They are not tracking the money. They are not tracking the people, because the people, obviously, when they want to make call, they will change 2 or 3 locations in their calls. So after making calls, they will dislodge the phone from there and move to their location where they are. They will move to the same location. So they will move to another different location. After making calls, they will now go to a neutral location and stay. So even if you track them with the MTN mask and the small service provider units, network units, it will not tell you exactly where they are, because where they offed the phone, removed the same card, and their current location is not the same thing. Hold on, I'm trying to make a sense to you. Hello? Yes? Good afternoon. I'm on live. Hello? So, please, Brenda, power banker. Black, the other one. So, guys, at some point, we need to make findings on certain things before we conclude. Okay. So, why they attach this money why they attach this tracker or chips to the money? The kidnapper will have joy to go home with part of the money, especially when they are mint in bundle, so they wouldn't suspect it. Hence, they just shake it and nothing fell out of it. Austin, go and sit down, I beg. So they will attach the money. I'm saying these things, I'm not supposed to say it, even after it was explained to me. I could just keep quiet. But if I didn't tell you, you might also start bullying this Harrison. I don't know why he kept part of the money away. He has not explained his own side, but this is what I have heard from 2 different persons who does tracking. And I've worked closely to these guys. They are expert in it. In fact, I have somebody in the United States who does these things more. He's an expert into it. So he was the person who explained that of chips very, very well. He told me that the chips have to go with strategy. Tracking has to go with strategy. Even outside the chips, it has to go with strategy. So that's why they will use mint money and use a very, very beautiful and unique leather bag. They will open the leather bag and attach a chips to it. They will open somewhere and still seal it. They will attach the chips to the beautiful bag and attach another chips also to the money, and not one bundle. That little chips like this, that little thing that looks like this, they will attach it to all the bundles of money, or at least 60% of the bundles of the money. You can't imagine something like this gummed on the money. Even if you see it, you won't know. You get what I'm saying? So they will start tracking all of these things. But nevertheless, we'll still be patient until we hear from Harris and Gwamnishu, because every successful mission had to go with strategy. And as he claimed, or as he said, that the money was removed before the victim's family member, one of them or the other, but because the other person is still with the kidnappers, that's why the family got furious over the whole thing and they started accusing him. All of these things I don't know, but one thing that matters at this point is, for the successful ones Harrison might have carried out, that brain is what we need at this point. No, so I believe we could give this guy a fair hearing, grant him a fair hearing. Let's hear from him. I'm not a supporter. I don't work with Harrison. I don't work with Harrison, but I believe for the sake of those people he has worked for successfully, those people he has delivered, lest the enemy will derive joy over this whole thing. The enemy will derive joy over this whole thing. So, is Harrison the kidnapper? The answer is no, he's not. Then who knows how he was being treated by the people he equally helped? You're saying, why am I giving them this information? What should I do? Should I keep quiet? Now, Nigerians want everybody that is doing a good job to fail. Sometimes, even the Bible as a Christian say to you that you should pray for your leaders because it is not easy to be there. Santos, my block, okay. So for the sake of the ones Harrison has done, for the sake of the successful ones he has done, people should put away their okay. Kenny Ogubika, I will remove it. I will remove it after now. I will remove it so that it doesn't stay. I will remove it. So, who knows how this Harrison of a person is being treated? It is not also easy. I thought they would say that they paid him 1 million naira before he interfered in the matter. There was nothing like that. Sometimes people will not. All the while Harrison has been doing these things, how many people do you see that post him? How many people do you see that celebrates this guy? For me, the way I judge, for the little good you've done before, you deserve a fair hearing. People are rushing to social media, making videos, condemning the guy totally. But this guy sleeps in the bush sometimes, confronting these kidnappers. The other time that this guy they went for operation and Harrison rescued, they rescued some AK-47. So it's like he was the person that picked it. Out of joy, the guy made video with it. Do you know that people started petitioning Harrison? Go to that page, go to his page and check that video. People started criticizing Harrison immediately. Do you know their problem? They said that Harrison is now carrying AK-47, this and that. But Harrison was sleeping in the bush. Harrison, I know what it takes to go for tracking. I know what it takes to confront and conquer. It is one of the highest risks. If they had fired Harrison one day, the thank you Nigerians will tell Harrison, this thing happened to me. Oh. This thing this guy is facing now happened to me. That somebody came and brought a complaint to me on social media. I'm not supposed to. Some of the things I went through, I didn't tell anybody. I didn't say it anywhere. Do you know that while I tried to fight for the person so that the person could recover his money, so the person who defrauded him had to thought of outsmarting me. Before you know it, this person sued me to court. I'm not telling you. Wagaji is facing the same thing. Oh. Wagaji is facing the same thing. I've had like three cases like that. Big, no be beans. Why? Because I was trying to rescue a Nigerian. Do you know what happened? One came from issues from Ethiopia like that. My old fans, they know what I'm saying here. So, according to what was going on in Ethiopia and all that, so they brought the complaint to me. Oh. The thing was real. So, but due to the way I put it online, these guys, they are billionaires. Some of them are billionaires in Ethiopia. In Ethiopia, some of them they are billionaires. So when I say those things, you know what they did? They teamed up with people back home here. I was first reported to various places. Do you know that I've recovered money from somebody? The person I got to Momuna, the opposite person went and summoned me in a shrine that I posted his picture. The only thing that saved them was the person, the chief priest of the shrine, knows me on this social media. So the person had to call me separate and spoke to me on the phone. It was not easy. Before I stopped that recovering of money online, I reduced hands in it. There is somebody, let me just tell you guys this story. There is somebody on social media like this. This guy is a fraudster. This guy, because of this solar installation of a thing, this guy defrauded. I've had like 3 complaints, big ones, no beans. You collect money from people and eat it. Evidences are there. This matter has been reported to the police. There is another young man where a lady opened all these Poxy funds and used those come and invest and defrauded one gentleman about, hold on, they defrauded the young man about, I don't know if it's up to 20 or 30 million. Different cases like that. Let me just show you. Or let me call the guy. You understand? About 30 million naira. So many things are going on. This lady, this matter has been reported to the police. This matter was brought before the EFCC. This matter was brought before the police. Do you know that the police released this lady we are talking about? Police released this lady. Now, what do people expect me to do in this kind of situation? If I post the lady's picture and post slip and evidences of what happened, that time somebody will be telling me that he's a lawyer. Hello? Hello? Hello, sir, can you hear me? Hold on, let me ask this guy how much the total amount is. I want you to hear what people are doing. Now, the police or the court, I want them to understand that sometimes before we choose to follow people based on jungle justice on social media, it depends on what they have done. There are people you will call. The last native doctor we went and arrested the other time here, after defrauding a lady about 16 point something million naira. Do you know that the lawyer of that man had the guts to threaten me? I've seen things like this. I've seen things and things like this. Until I insisted that that matter must go to court. That I don't talk about it on the social media is not because the matter is not on. No. I decided, hence the matter gets to court. You don't see me talk about it. I'll keep quiet. I might keep quiet, be on the corner. So if they tell you what people were doing. So at that point, while somebody sued me to court for defamation of character, this and that, the people that brought the evidences and all that, all of them shifted. They did not, even till today, the blogger who gave them those my phone number, asked them to call me. A blogger spoke to me first, that he got my number from another blogger, that he has given my number to so people. And I spoke to them. I said, anything will concern this thing, when they say for Ethiopia, it no concern me. I don't want to talk about that one. But that side of setting an innocent young man up, sent down to jail, now where I want to show concern for. These people took the same matter to the police. Took the same matter. These people who commit this kind of dirty crimes paid police here what they cannot do in Ethiopia. They did it here. I was summoned. Next thing, And different matter again that proceeded out of that one. I was sued to court and all that. You don't know. But all of these things I kept quiet because I am this person that 95% of my life style and things I do daily, you don't get it on social media. I'm telling you, I swear to God, you only know about 3% about me. Other things are kept away. Very calm to it. So if you are fighting for Nigerians, get prepared. Who has Nigeria not failed? These Nigerians, you see, not Nigeria itself. Nigeria is a very good country. Nigeria is a place to stay. The name Nigeria, the country, the soil is okay. But what I'm talking about is the occupants of the land. Our soil is not bad. The gods of our lands are not even bad. It is the leaders you have. A few days back, I said on social media here that if you want to fix Nigeria, you must first fix Nigerians before you fix Nigeria. Because if you fix road now, in less than 3 months, police will come on that same road and put a checking point. If the road refuses to spoil, they will begin to dig there. Go and check every checking point. They must spoil that road exactly at that spot. How? Do they dig this place at night? They will pothole it by force. Go to Bayelsa Road. Enter motor as if you are going to Bayelsa. Police will block all the highways. Sometimes they will even use drone and keep at the middle of the road and enter inside those their checking point and be eating. If you get there, that one will be coming out, running out. You're holding guns on the other hand, and you're even trying to repair your belt. Some of them drink beer, behaves rudely at every checking point. There are checking points you see along the road. They have now lived there. There's a particular checking point along Owerri Road. Owerri and Elele Road. This particular checking point I'm talking about, the whole officers there, I have seen their faces there. The past 1 year, they are still at a particular checking point. What is this policeman doing on a particular checking point? Only you they did this checking point. And I've heard that man has stayed there for more than 3 years in a particular checking point. What they do along that Port Harcourt road, people are now avoiding that road. If you are leaving this Port Harcourt now, you're going to Imo State now. People no longer take that road again due to over 30-something police checkpoint there. A policeman, how dare you get to a checking point and you are seeing where a policeman hang this polo and buses down inside their checking point? If you say you are fighting crime or you are fighting corruption, the first people you need to correct first is police. Go to their checking point. Do they hide and collect the 100 naira? Should I post videos? I get them on camera every day. But I refuse to post because who you want to fight for? The Nigerians that are paying those monies on the road, they even need to conk your head, the joiner, because you too no get sense. What does it take you to go and get your driver's license? What does it take you to go and get those things you need? If I tell you more corruption that you don't know, there's something they call mobile courts. Maybe you don't know about them. I think a magistrate or a judge will come and sit a mobile court along the road. That day, road safety will be there. They will be stopping different vehicles. Do you know how much they get on that day? Do you know how many Nigerians they punish on that day? You that they are charging 25,000 naira and you are busy paying the money, begging the magistrate there. What stops you from using 25,000 naira to go and do renew your paper? As Okoko way you be. That's why I tell you that to repair the brain of Nigerians, it will take many of you Jack moto. Some of you ishi. That is where breeze and ishi. That's where you learn. Can you fix Nigeria? Can you fix Nigerians? Nigeria is fixed. Nigeria is fixed. If our government decide to do any road, nylon, tight, concrete, iron, they can do all of that. The soil will accept it. What matters is the people they are in. Since how many days they withdraw police from everybody now? Are you hearing where? On this road now, you would have been hearing wow. Where are they going? And it's airport. Is that why 5 vehicles airport? Tomorrow, the same fool will come to his community and raise his hand. Everybody are calling, hey, lawyer, honorable leader. If me, I tell you that this is what your leader is doing, you will call me Onyehuru. You will say, who will change the mind of Nigerians? Nobody. There is no way in 2027 electorates will not sell 69% of their vote, whereby somebody bought 69% of any vote. The person has won. President Tinubu, if care is not taken, will retain Asorok. Asorok will retain him, not will retain Asorok. Won't anything there. The same Imolite today, you will see them go to support Hope Uzodimma, anybody he's going to bring. You know that once a governor put anybody, he's in charge of that state. He's tormented. Look at Lehe Megan at this River State in Onimiana. 16 of the state assembly members has defected to APC. And you begin to, these people, are they not people they call honorables in their community? Are they not the same people they call honorable in their community? If you see a Nigerian putting on suits, that is the number one identity of an idiot. This is not a super story. To show you how wicked, how mean, how I want to blow my own personal English called arralology. As an arrala. Arrology. Oro. In my language, those are people from my place. When they got out of the little English, I added, I buckled the both of them together according to my grandmother. An African man, an Igbo man who is a judge, even on Sunday in his church in the city, he worships with Salvation Ministries, Winners Chapel, where they will be singing, Jesus, I love you. He really wants to die. But get what? Hence, he's up to 75 years. He will begin to wear Ishago. Why couldn't you wear Ishago some ordinary days? Do you attend village meetings? The answer is no. When he's growing old, when he will no longer become useful to his kingsmen, if you're not our village. A lot of our village will always attend the meeting when he knows that his most useful part of his life has been spent and wasted in the city. He did not help anybody. At most, the only day, there are 89% of billionaires, millionaires, that the only day their kingsmen benefited things from them was that day, Ligia, the day they were burying the man. That was the day the poor came there and they ate rice and ate chicken. That was the only day they benefited something from. If you see an average African, just look at his face. That is the physical description of mistake. It's not, am I joking? If you want to know how mistake looks, because many of you only hears mistake, no. If you want to know how beautiful mistake is, look at the face of an average black man. I'm speaking to you from a live section, brother. I want to ask you something. Just that. How much did that lady defraud you?
What's the...
How much in total did that lady defraud you?
About 30 million.
About 30 million naira. And she equally defrauded others, right?
Yes, many others.
And initially this your own case was reported to the police in Abuja, right? Hello? Network. 30 million, I delayed the fraud. The matter was taken to the police. Police done. I have the lady's picture. I have every of her details and that of her brother who works hand in hand with her. If I post her now, police will say it's defamation of character. But this matter was on your table. You collected bribe and let the lady go. Hello?
Hello, sir. Sorry. The network, I don't know. Just...
So, but the matter was reported to the police before, right?
Of course, it was reported. And,
I know, I've gotten the petitions, everything, how the matter went, you sent to me. But I'm only asking you for at least my evidence, for the sake of evidence. So, the police swept the matter under carpet, right?
Yeah, like as usual. So, it was so disappointing that this stage we are still having this kind of... issues in Nigeria that you can't trust even the law enforcing agent. Although rumor have it that the one of the police was even private chatting her, asking her for money, if you can give him money or whatever. But that is not my business. Me, I will go my own way and get my money. That's what I will just give me now before I decide to contact you. Before I decide to contact you.
No problem. I will talk to you after my live broadcast. I just want to get this point. Yeah. So guys, do you see what is going on? Now, if the same police will mismanage that kind of case with clear evidence, 30 million. To you, this thing sound. Do you know that this guy felt frustrated? Many cases like that. Now, I've written to this lady through my lawyer. We've written to this lady. And the question I want to ask you is this. Despite my lawyer writing to this lady, making demands of the refund before actions will be taken, do you trust the courts? That's another big question. That's a very big question. Do you trust the courts? So when you see us post some people, post their picture, that this is what they did, this one, we are doing it. We know the law. We understand that this thing is cybercrime. This is cyberbullying. Like in my community in Ngopala, if you go to my community, my kindred obtained a court judgment. That is the question I ask those stupid people. And the so-called stupid lawyer from Ngopala, who says he's commissioner for lands. I make both. I have dared him. I have insulted him on social media. I say, if I come home, try like he made me embarrassed. Nibu a commissioner for lands, a lawyer. Yet he's avoiding these things. I've received a couple of threats from these hamburgers. They could not do anything. Do you know why? The question I ask is this. My community, my kindred had a court judgment that this land belongs to them. A judgment given by competent court of jurisdiction, and it wasn't appealed by the state government. Neither was it appealed by Zion. This is the law. And there's somebody who claims that he went to school, an intellectual, will stand bold and tell me that for the sake of God, that equity and justice should be slaughtered. What? I didn't know that many people are mad until that period. That was when I noticed that somebody can still dress up on suit and even come down with securities, and they look like president, or they look like human beings, but they are eloquent idiots. No apologies. So when we go on social media and tell you that you are a criminal, that is when your Tozo lawyer will just come out with his big tummy and threaten me. Now you need to obey. See, there is no way. The time is 4 minutes. This is 10 minutes. 10 minutes after 4. Before it got to 4 o'clock, 4 p.m. this evening, the time didn't just fly and read 4 p.m. It took the process of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 till that was how it clocked down and didn't fly. Time is a process. Everything in life has its process and genuity. The middle of conduct cannot be scraped out because the king's cap fell on the ground. Says who? In most places, Igbo lose trust worldwide. Because the equity you should stand for, you will sell it at every. You must bring a reason to sell truth. Only Igbo got an Igbo man get on to atom English go on Yamakan do no. Or the Kishadi on Kana Bogasimo Tam. The betrayers, the betraying, live with, beginning within the Binitere, the day he got realize how these people hate Rego, the day the third person comes in and only abroad their person, has said that they want to accommodate that person. Give us say no. They hey make you that they can realize no you cable. The moment you are selling your brothers, they betray those judges you are giving bribe, they know that this thing is wrong. They will just smile and look at you and laugh. They know that you are a betrayer. If you can do this to your brother, if they trust you, if that stranger trusts you, that stranger is about going down. Onye nkasi na omutala this English today, eloquent idiot. Although that is, it is behustic. So somebody has said that you should not. This is just. They have destroyed the justice system, both culturally and traditionally, even otherwise. They have destroyed it. Are you running to shrine to get equity and justice? Shrines now are major place. Because Ghana is support or evil. Lanya onye Yoruba. Inye onye Yoruba bribe. Inye nde Yoruba 200 bribe. Nye ndi Igbo 400 bribe. Onye Yoruba 130 amanna the bribe against their brother. Ndi Igbo 400 ahụ 393 will find a way. Sige na ha na-abịa ka ha gachi echiche. 393 will collect. But if you want to call, you call here 091. Call if you want to call. Somebody said he wants to call. The number you can call me with is 091. Born with this particular number 091 300 65170. 091 300 65170. Or with that one, both WhatsApp or both direct, I will answer you. So if you are fighting for Nigerians, majorly in the Bani, there's an adage that says that in the moment you are fighting for an Igbo man, in a fight, you keep your head safe because our people delay the your burial may wake keeping. Even they are waiting for you. Can you make a video how you post online? The only person that is victim in this life is you. That's what I tell people. And that I'm going to be telling my little son till my last day on earth. The only person that is facing hatred in this life, see it as you. Let trust to be the last commodity you are going to give to your friend. Keep it to yourself first. Just be looking at it. It is better once they are saying, do you trust me? Let's say this thing is trust. The person is saying, do you trust me? Show me your own trust. Now, instead of you to hand it over to the person direct, you'll be showing the person, I have one for you. Oh, this is trust. I trust you. If the person is coming closer, you'll be taking it back. I trust you. You keep it. Because the day in Nigeria, the day a black man will do you something, you know that in the whole world, the white man loves themselves more than the way any African loves the other African man. How do I know? Nigerians once did Ghana must go. Ghanaians are doing Nigeria must go. South Africa, they have done the same thing. The Nigerians must go. Have you ever seen where a Mexican person came up and said that US must go, United States must go today? Or China say to Hong Kong, you must go to your country, all of you will leave our country. You are doing this and that. Here in Nigeria, in Lagos, a Yoruba man wants an Igbo man to go and leave Alaba because they felt that Igbo man have developed Alaba. But if you are fighting at the airport with one German man at the German airport, and you as a black man is fighting that German man, one then don't get go. Haga kugi he. Dia ke ga mara na rascality at the or the pandocha ni ime. Somehow, In every country across the world where you live, the original indigenous of that land, there must be sentiment. Even here in River State, if you and the Ikwere person get case, even if the Ikwere people know to do well, if you get problem with Okrika person, another Okrika person and be the judge, you don't lose. I'm not telling you super story. Man, only Igbo, the moment batra ebe onye Igbo na-enwe problem with onye ugwu, ofu onye Igbo with ndị ugwu mmadụ 5 na-enwe problem. Ofu onye Igbo ibe ya bata dia ga-emezi one day or two. Ruo dia ya bido zo English jobia. Nna ka ihe mere ni. No, what happened? You talk. Use Igbo, but only if an Hausa man stops there, the Hausa man will use Hausa and say, "Ya ne, ya ke me afaru." He will use Hausa and ask his brother what happened. That one will say, I don't do anything. That one that just stopped now will believe that his fellow Hausa man did not do anything. He will stop another one. Another one will stop. Another Okada will stop. Both the ones selling sugar cane, they will stop. But an Igbo man wants to introduce to his brother, even at the middle of conflict. Yes. What happened? Where are you from? He said, you are from Abia State. He said, Abia people na sabi misbehave. Onroni honya Hausa ma wan ni ikpe. Ndedi. Have you seen 3 Hausa people that comes out on social media? The whole north, as populated as north is. Have you seen 3 Hausa people before who came up on social media and begin to speak against Shakawu? 3 like this. Despite they are unaliving people across the nation. Show me one Fulani person that has appeared on camera and begin to condemn the Fulani complete. But guess what? An Igbo man will come out on social media here before the judgment day of this Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's court case. We do see some of our brothers who will come up on social media and tell you that they are ready to come to court and testify against him. On heaven, they are one side. You see, on one side, what they think every blessed day, where they can. There are people on social media. That's why I tell you, there are calibers of idiots on social media. Anywhere you want to fix yourself, you fix yourself. There are people on this social media, they go around looking for anywhere that is trouble. Governor Eziokwu is my name. I'm on live section at this point. You want me to put it on loudspeaker? Please go ahead.
Okay, I'm Amungu Gochuku. I'm on Imo State. I was listening to your live program and your discussion. I'm calling from US.
Okay.
In a quick with China, but they will get them to Aka because I say, Onyana Bazola Nabazipo, yes, before we rectify Nigerians, we the followers are the problem. Majority of, for sure, 99% of the problem. Just like you rightly mentioned, politicians taking your resources away. Our people will be quick to defend that person. Bob is something in the wrong. At one meeting, everything. And at times I do ask ourselves if issues will go okay. Not that we don't know the truth, but for us to, key into that truth, I don't know why it's difficult. And I say, we ourselves, we equally refuse to acknowledge some certain people and efforts people make, especially in this our democracy. I've called you a couple of times privately, Yes, I will refer you as a politician and equally as an activist. Likewise, Nosongwa. And I've asked this question: why can't you both of you work together? That is a simple question,
Okay, I think now I remember you, sir. You've said this couple of times, but remind me after this live broadcast. I will call Nosongwa. I'll call him. I'll book an appointment with him. I have to see him. I think you've said this more than 4 times.
Yeah, why can't you two of you work together? I may not belong to your political party or sympathetic to your political party. Because I myself, I have my own personal mentor, which is Omo Eleshowore, of which I've been following him for over the years. But there are some certain things, yes, Omo Eleshowore did recently, especially Bograngari when Nande Kalona Abuja. You broadcasted it, Mansoko broadcasted it, but none of you mentioned Omo Eleshowore. I looked at it, I laughed.
Okay.
None of you gave that young man that initiative. Although I'm not in support of him going for that protest, Yes, I may be following him, but what Omo Eleshowore does that I will say I support. They have to question him. Among every person, Nigeria, the truth, I have looked at the Nigerian political space. I have taken time to analyze everybody. Both in the Igbo, both in the Yoruba, both in the Hausa. To me, I think the solution is somewhere Eleshowore. To me, unless in anything about him that I don't know. You understand me? Because his G has to be probed. But among all the living politicians, I think that guy has been steady right from his student union days and up till now.
Happy here, but Omo Eleshowore, much of this all president. Yeah, but I make campaign. Those whom are convinced we should support him. I support youthful leadership, but I think Emilia campaign eba. Where the boy support the Gazaga president.
I'm not saying Emilia campaign. I'm not equally campaigning for it. I will agree that there are certain things he does that I still questioning.
Okay.
But to me, we know this thing. We are trying to say people know the problem where it is, but nobody wants to take the bull, or we are the ignorant of the problem. So it's the same thing. In my earlier statement, I said about
one thing, this thing is there. I won't prophecy or word. Bobla, anytime obodo nwere conflict, let's assume na enwere revolution na Nigeria na imanda na-enyekarị power. Nda na-enye power wo freedom fighters, people who must have defended the commoners. Okay. After revolution, go and check on that in power. Otherwise, they are known as activists. They are known as people who defend humanity. You understand? Everywhere, go and check countries across the world, don't that in carry power. After anywhere with a revolution. So you see some of the people who fight for commoners, their reward might not be now, but it will surely come. It will surely come.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. Yeah. Let me give other people space to equally call in, sir.
Okay.
Thank you. So, guys, people should, while you're fighting for Nigerians, you got to be careful. Man, this place, not easy. Do you know that they did everything within December last year? Till January, February, they did everything to buy me. It was the same this year, this 2025. It was on the 15th of February that I was confronted by 8 men with AK-47. I posted videos like that online here. Whether should I say they, because if actually they came to, I don't know what they came for actually. But these people were so mean, and after this period, after my life, it didn't work. I've seen things. The last time I went to a village, I was in my village, and I think around the junction, some people came. They weren't police, because police will always write me or call me. These ones, they came on a small sports car, about 4 or 5 of them. They were moving around my village that period. asking people where my house is and all that. So someone later told me, I said, lead them that they may come. So when they got to my kindred, my community junction, they stopped and they asked the person where my house was. The person pointed. So we got the information. What we did that night was we beefed up more securities everywhere, in case of incasity. Now one will ask, why are they after your life? So this man just mentioned Omoyele Sowore. Do you know what this guy goes through? It is not easy. You don't live normal life. You can't come out everywhere. Oh, do you know that one day I entered the public transport? I went to Asaba. So, boat. Somebody took me on a boat to that place. So while I was coming back, I called the man, it didn't work. So I had to enter vehicle from Coca. I was doing a plant for somebody there. So from Coca, I had to enter a vehicle coming to Head Bridge, because I've called another person and the person said that hold up with the Head Bridge just so that he could take me to Port Harcourt. So I had to enter a normal transport, public transport, heading to Head Bridge. I wasn't on ride that day, so I had to take a public transport. Before I could get to Head Bridge, inside the vehicle, so those police along the line stopped me along the road before you climb. So silently smiling, I came down and said, officer, how are you? He said, fine. He said, you look like somebody. I said, yes, like who? He said, one guy of Eziokwu. I said, I don't know what was his intention, the way he was looking at me, you know. So network was bad. So he asked me to go. I left. I just smiled. Many of them. So while I was leaving, I know the way they were murmuring. So living this life of fighting for others is not a small thing. If you see anybody fighting for the common, that person, you know, they easy for them. The way they use get money and the way that person they use get money, no be the same thing from that day. It will deprive you of so many things. Okay, yesterday somebody called me for a business. That thing, if I go for that thing, there's no how. If I just come, it's just like they want to buy a property and the guy wants me to be involved. It's still within Port Harcourt, but I couldn't go. Leaving my house to the next junction, you don't know, you suspect everything. This thing is not easy. You can't do it. Step on toes. Escape 1 or 2 times from being shot at. Escape poisons. And not to talk of this time around that people who came to Dragland in my community there, they are ready, even with Jesus Plus, they are ready to pay any amount of money to poison some people. I'm telling you, you can't imagine these things. See, the way you see things and the way other people see things is not the way it is. Let me show you something, guys. I'm going to show you this video. Okay, can you see this video? I will post it. I'll post this video shortly later. I will post it.
Hey, what did I tell you? Feed these boys.
I know I make her breast show. So see, I want to keep on fire because of Facebook. And it is broken because.
Where is the earphone?
So I'm going to post this video. So yesterday, I went to a place to check a certain property for somebody around the Greater. I went there. That was when I encountered this thing. A lady, one small girl where they do hook up, they pay this lady 2 million naira. The girl come out, pay a knife, use and stab the guy. I think the guy named Destiny, also they were saying Destiny. Stab the guy, and so the guy used die. Hook up girl say they pay 2 million naira. 2 million. The question is, the person who paid 2 million naira made them stab this guy. Who knows what is actually going on? Who knows their interest? Could it be that this guy, father, or anybody has certain properties? That's why I tell people, I always tell God and nature, don't allow me to use my money to buy that car that I will have accident and die inside. Don't allow me to acquire that property that will make my children to start killing themselves. Don't allow me to acquire that property that will make somebody to now plan and buy my child. And even though if I have such properties, give me the grace and wisdom to impact into that my child, that he will see the need to be a strong man, beyond and above human destruction, no matter in what area. Somebody paid 2 million to show you what Nigeria is becoming. Now they imposed the girl, they beat her. When they can't come out for street, they beat this girl, beat her. If you see the small girl, wait, man, find her face, show you. I will post the video later. I will find way, know how to edit it and post. They hold your brother, the guy, man. Ladies, look at the girl.
I used to sleep. I used to sex guys with for money. And just told about it that my sister was sick. But I've been trying to raise up money for her health. So then, I don't know, this guy came up to me from this thing, told me that he would like.
All these girls, they know they fear God, though.
Did you get what happened? She said she sleep with the guys to get money. And somebody now walk up to her. I'll post the video later. Somebody now walk up to her and said, buy this guy for me, take 2 million naira. So as they promised her 2 million naira, she collected the money. We rape a knife from my boom. The guy don't survive 2025 finish. That's why I'm the Jaguar people. If you stop the girl do shakara, leave vam namugu. Leave vam. Leave vam, make she no come use kai throw away snap. Leave vam. Your life they important. Some of them will avoid you, na gloria avoid you like that. Some na HIV, some na AIDS, some na bad luck. Now you just escape from, you don't know. I want take no now. Girl where her mama and her papa name Chinyere. She grow, change her name to Lucy. Are you adjudicating up and down around her? Somebody who betrayed the name her papa and her mama give her. And she just there where they smoke shisha, change her name to Lucy. Now you the trust. In one street she lived before, she bears Lucy. If she goes to another street, she bears Anita. She goes to another one, she say her name is Dera. She has name on every street. The girl collected 2 million naira. To me, that's what I tell people. That 2 million naira is like 2 billion before her. Now she's going to jail. She's going to prisons. She'll be jailed. Ask all those hookup girls then when they misbehave. The money where you they get, what did they use and do now? The money don't fix better your life. The money don't fix save your life. The answer is no. So the guy had in mind saying one sleep with girl and call the girlfriend. The girlfriend too they do hookup. And I always tell some guys them, see, woman where you pay money, sleep with, can never. Oh, she go to return. I went to a club and I went for birthday in a club, and my girlfriend came with her friend. So guys, network was bad. So that was how you met the girl. Go and ask some of those people where their wife they deal with, that their girlfriend they deal with, they bab them punk. In a human when you get responsibility now, punk, go and check where they met. Go and ask them where they met. You meet girl for wakekeeping. You want me she become good girl. Girl will leave sleep, come wakekeeping. Girl will leave her papa and her mama sneak out for window, come wakekeeping. You know fear, say the fish shoot gun, she died there. Where you say hi, she say hello. When I tell you enter where darkness there, talk finish, she say, I don't have boyfriend, I don't want to have boyfriend. That's why you just collect number. You begin chat and more. After that day, she go, you go. It is a better girl. The next wake keeping, the upper week there, you are not aware that they did the same burial and wake keeping. They did another in another compound there. She was still there. That's her business. On your way, wake keeper. Hello? Chetukwo letter, chetukwo. Chetu small. Ka ngwa gode nwa ngam ka ọkwụ ụgwọ later. I send the area back. You understand? So you didn't know that the upper week she went for wakekeeping. There are ladies or girls like that, even in your local places and in the city. There are girls like that. You know what girls does here in Port Harcourt and part of Imo State? Those ones where they live for house, we just rent house, they live inside. Now then be the major ashawo now. Now those ones now then be poponki. Then they always come at 8, 15, 4, 5, 3 at the same time. They have gang. Now let me shock you. If you see any girl, you check her WhatsApp platform. Every week she dey post happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. She's a hookupian. Just go and check. If she post a man, she go say, nah, her friend, nah, it's just a friend, it's just a cousin, birthday. Every week, people they do, but only you they know for the whole world. You are the only person that everybody know. You must post wakekeeping. I should watch them. Their Shebi post to come once in a year. This period now, they will be going for. They have sold their Shebi clothes. You see them on weddings, you think that they are human beings. Yeah, about suicide bombers, terrorists, Shakaula herdsmen, money herdsmen. Utaka akwalashi gale nwokorobia mabuo piao. Werekwa dem ma le ife ba gbaworo to na eti Jesus. Oni achawo is now they can go to church. There are those people who comes to my comment section and tell me shut up Governor Eziokwu. Le kefunu ụmụ no de kwanu enwere some of you this stupid le nwa wa le ifu mara ya no bi eru ho de odi will make it to the sense. Then if you all the capon network John Job all the those small arrows na akpokara na some shrines. Ogodi mama anyị ga-amagbunu gị must it be half current? Oh, your mate in this 21st century when accident one n'ime Bugatti or Range Rover it is suppose inwe accident n'ime keke egbu ogi. Every step 1 at the beginning. Every step 100 at the beginning. I used to see if you understand this thing, you'll be stronger than a prophet. If you understand this thing, you will be deep stronger. If you understand this thing, you will be powerful. You know what it means? These are the last words I will tell you here, then I will leave this live broadcast. Obrumego, the money you used in building your house. If you got that money through you paid somebody, took his money, took his property, and built yours. At some point in time in this generation, either before you or after you, the signs will start appearing while you're still alive. If you buy somebody taking property and you have 6 children, watch the 6 children. There is no way in less than 10 years that one of them will not encounter heavier than whatever you must have done to that person. There is no way in this life that same thing will not repeat itself again. Even the Bible you read says, at its appointed time, the sky, you have the ground. Everything in this life has its opposite. And the Bible says, and God made them male. So sorry for the network. Everything in this life has its ups and downs, from the opposite and to the right side. If they shoot at your leg this day, by the same time next year, there will start paining you. Do you know why? It has touched the bone. The bone has something to do with nature. God said, the Bible you read says, and he formed the man out of the dust of the ground. Man started from its bone. Bone. And the origination of life begins from there. When something happens to you now, by this time again, when a woman goes to the farm and leave her sucking baby at home, the time to breastfeed that baby, if it gets to that time, when the child is crying in the home, if the woman is in, if the woman is crying, if the baby is crying at home and the woman is in the market, it will start drawing signals on the side breast of the woman. She will begin to puncture her breast a bit and say, my child is crying. You know why? The reflection of the opposite of life. Do everything today. Some people in this life they are living, they are very, very okay. You know what encourages me? I know that the end of this thing will come. There's a young man I know too well. One day, he started complaining of his eyes, that he's having sight issues and all that. He was crying and all that. So he says they've gone and take every medication and there's no way. And when he came and complained this thing, he says that he doesn't understand. The doctors will run tests on him and nothing. And I decided to make him my friend, because there is a way I do my thing. So I brought him closer. He became a friend and like a son to me. So every time I gave him the privilege to tell me everything, and I can ask him anything. So I brought him closer. Lo and behold, one day, he remembered something, came back to his senses. He remembered that he once went to a shrine in Ondo, and that the woman, the native doctor, the woman brought out a calabash. The spiritualist brought out a calabash, and there was water on that calabash. He washed his face with it. Now, in the physical here, when you look at our grandfathers, in the morning they come out to a calabash, they wash their face. After washing their face, they will begin to speak life into nature. There they will begin to say Ebolachi. In my village, they will begin to say Isalachi. Ono dekwam mono dekwamma. Chuku gozieno. Obochita gadrono namma. They begin to prophesy by that early morning. But there is a veil spiritually. They must have scrubbed physical. If you wake up, you didn't go to wash your face, your mother will ask you, and if it is true, our grandfathers, once they finish doing that thing, they begin to call Chuko Kikabiama, Amama Masiamasi, the god of nature, the Shanamite. The question I have for you is this. Do you know that that's what that guy used to wash face? After about 4 years, because they na happy computer, because they na happy Yahoo, inye give me the saying, Iju owe gajujo, owe raki rinye gihe, yewe raki benaragia. There is no medicine that cures sickness totally without side effects. So the best healing is to stay healthy. Instead of you to live on drugs, it is better to stay healthy. They will tell you in the Western world, they will advise you to take enough water. Check in the United States. This one, HK, moment of truth. HK King's moment of truth. You're just coming, brother. Check in the Western world. The moment Oyibo tell you that you have one blood overrunning your head, they start giving you paracetamol. If they are giving you 2 today, before 1 year, they will complete it 5 tablets. Before 2 years, you will discover that you are living on drugs. Do you know why? The medicines they are giving you will go and create a side effect that will keep you on drugs. I told somebody that the most powerful people on earth as of today is the World Health Organization. They are one of the most powerful If you like, call them occultic kingdom. I say they are deadly. If you are in my class of knowledge and wisdom, my name is Eziokwu, son of the great Shanamite that lives amongst the angels. The preacher who goes about and speak life unto those who want to listen. Olilanya. I be more who say things that are unimaginable before the sight of human, because we live with things that you can't even imagine where they came from and where they are going. Everything you do in life has its opposite, it has its side effects. That is why people, for it not to have side effects that much on individuals in the Western world, they will gather themselves and be more many and do that evil to you. But you see, in this part of the world, I tell you, as long as you touch the soil of Africa, where the gold of the beginning started from, whatever you do, you receive the reward. You may have your calabash under your bed right now. You may have one thing or the other. One thing you don't know is you know how much you paid to acquire that child. You paid them to go beyond, because he went far and went and got things to do that charm for you, and the charm is working as expected. There is a life after car. There's a life after good mansions and good treasures. Some of you, due to the evil you've involved yourself into, you ended up marrying a woman who turned as a Jezebel against you even at your young age. You are seeing the signs of fire that will come ahead, but because you love your children so much, God knows how he mechanizes the heart of man. You cannot eat your cake and have it. There's a little moment to take a reverse out of everything you've done before. I always say, and I have these words, they flow in my mouth, and out of everything I say is that when you see people who must have done those things you are doing right now, if you see their end, you will not have courage to continue the same thing. Mind where you involve your hands in. Directly, I know why I'm saying all of these things. If you know that whatever you're doing in life as at this moment has no pure genuinity in it, and there's a way you're digging something elsewhere to fill a jar somewhere that will not be useful to the other person, you don't care who goes. Those lacking children now, do you think all of them have issues of impregnating a woman barely 20 years ago? There's nothing like that. Barely 30 years ago, they never had such things. But you know what? Some of them are people who they impregnated the girl. Instead of them to accept the child, and they denied, and the girl went to abort a baby. That was how she died. She has passed on. You had a life, you lived your life, then you were a smart guy. Today you are happily married, now money don't do your hand. You don't marry. Doctor begin to tell you low sperm count. I want you to ask your conscience, well, this your sperm, it begin go low now. No be the same sperm we use impregnate that girl, we deny that, and she dey where she dey come up, belly can't die. You cannot eat your cake and have it. That is the punishment. The Bible you read says that for the wages of sin is death. I preach to you what your pastor cannot preach to you. The difference between me and your pastor is I'm not looking for money here. And I don't need members. If I have only one member and that person goes and turns the world around, then I'm okay. That's the difference between me and your pastor. At this moment, I'm going to leave you. My name is Gwamnishu, son of the great Shanamite that lives amongst the angels. We live the life of the Spirit, the life filled with knowledge. In him, the Shanamite shall I remain. If you stay with us, thrice on our wisdom programs and nothing comes upon you, We promise you that the fourth time you listen to us, things are going to change adequately in your knowledge. You cannot be the same. As you are living, as you're looking for money, keep a space in the realm of the spirit that when you say a word, the words of your mouth becomes powerful. Some of us, it is not always every time that we lay hands on money. Sometimes we do businesses and money is hang. And we've not gone beyond the crownings because of money. Ijego. Thank you, everyone. And may God bless you. Mr. Magnus, by the grace of God, we are going to talk. Thank you very much, everyone. And God bless you.